This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for the News at Noon. I'm Alex Fisher. 17 News is your local election headquarters, and today is Election Day for people living in Taft. Voters there will decide today whether to adopt a 1-cent sales tax increase. The only thing on the ballot is Measure A. It was adopted by Taft City Council in August and requires a simple majority to pass. The council cited rising costs of first responders and the economic downturn caused by COVID among the factors behind the proposal. According to the measure, the tax would generate an additional $1.6 million annually for the city. Kern County Clerk Mary Bedard confirmed ballots have been sent by mail to every eligible voter in Taft. But 17 News spoke to a handful of Taft residents, and not one of them was aware of the election happening today.
I don't know about it. Usually I haven't seen it on TV, and if my dad hasn't told me about it, because he watches C-SPAN constantly, you know what I mean? Then if I'm not knowing there's an election, I'm like, wait, what?
Taft City Clerk Yvette Mayfield said in a statement, quote, "The city has set up many avenues to educate our citizens on the measure and inform voters of this special election." She cited social media outreach, presentations to local organizations, and public service announcements. Voters can submit their ballots by mail or submit their vote in person at the Westside Recreation and Park District at 500 Cascade Place in Taft. Polls close tonight at 8 o'clock. Now to an update on a story that we first brought you yesterday. Law enforcement confirmed the man wanted in connection to a murder in Tulare County is the same man at the center of a 2019 Bakersfield immigration controversy. Sheriff's officials in Tulare say Jose Omar Bello Reyes is one of 3 men involved in the shooting death of a man whose body was found at a Terravella orchard. Now, you may remember the 24-year-old was arrested by Immigration and Customs Enforcement in 2019. Just 36 hours after he read a poem critical of ICE. He read that before the Kern County Board of Supervisors. Bello Reyes gained national attention because of the timing of that arrest, but ICE maintained Bello Reyes was arrested because of a months-old DUI. We attempted to reach Bello Reyes, but he remains at large this afternoon. We also reached out to his lawyers, including the American Civil Liberties Union. No one has gotten back to us. Meantime, 2 other men have been arrested in connection to the murder. Another discouraging update from health officials this afternoon as we continue to see an increase in COVID-19 cases across Kern County. We learned this morning of another 271 people who have been infected with the virus. Although it may seem low, the data shows there is still an increase in transmission here in our community. No new deaths were reported today, so that's the good news. 226 people are in the hospital with more severe symptoms of the virus. 61 more are in the ICU.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OB/GYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
McFarland police need your help solving a cold case homicide from 2019. Police say Emiliano Rico was shot and killed in a home on South Frontage Road back on October 19th of 2019. McFarland police say they need the community's help to track the shooter down. If you have any information, you can give them a call at 428-1265. We now know the name of a man found dead off a road in South McFarland. Deputies say 28-year-old Jerry Hernandez Gonzalez was found off South Garzoli Avenue and Whistler Road on Saturday evening with a gunshot wound to the chest. By our count, there have been 118 homicides so far this year in Kern County. A sheriff's deputy who shot and killed a man last month is back on the job this afternoon after officials say the shooting was justified. We first brought you this story when KCSO released body cam footage of the incident. 55-year-old Fidel Bedoya, who was shot and killed October 6th on Texas Street near Tyree Tolliver Street. Video of the shooting showed him get out of the car and point a gun at deputies. Those deputies had been pursuing Bedoya after receiving a report of an assault on Knott Street in East Bakersfield, eventually tracking him to Texas Street where the shooting happened. Officials say the gun Bedoya was carrying was stolen. A sergeant and 5 deputies were placed on administrative leave pending the review board's ruling. Turning now to your 17 Court Watch, and a woman charged with causing a crash that killed a local teen is scheduled to appear in court later today. Prosecutors say Christina Moreno-Gonzalez was driving the SUV that ran into a motorcycle carrying 13-year-old Nicholas Peterson. It happened in the intersection of Coffee and Hageman Roads back on January 10th. Peterson's stepfather, John Deal, was also on the motorcycle and was seriously hurt. Prosecutors charged Moreno-Gonzalez with vehicular manslaughter and gross negligence back in July. Records show she posted bond but has since been released from jail. And police need your help finding a missing child who is considered at risk. Officials say Matthew Palafox went missing last night and has not been seen since. He was last seen on Buddy Drive, that's just down the street from Mount Vernon Elementary School. He's 5'7", 130 pounds, and has brown hair and brown eyes. If you know where he may be, call police. Looking ahead to this weekend, and the Kern County Cancer Foundation will be holding its 8th annual Camp Out Against Cancer. Organizers say this year's event will have several new attractions, including a car show, a concert, and a Spanish language talent competition. The goal of this event is to raise money to help local patients pay for life-saving treatment. It is happening Saturday and Sunday at the Kaiser Permanente Sports Village. For more information, visit kerncountycancerfoundation.org. Bakersfield National Cemetery, meantime, is once again teaming up with Wreaths Across America to honor our local fallen service members. The cemetery will join the more than 2,700 locations across the nation for Wreaths Across America Day on December 18th. It is a day to ensure that those who served to protect our freedoms and our country never be forgotten. If you'd like to volunteer for the event or sponsor a wreath, you can go to waabakersfield.org. A special honor last night for the first woman to serve as the Kern County Superintendent of Schools. The building at the corner of 17th Street and Chester Avenue in downtown Bakersfield has been renamed the Christine Lazardi Frazier Student Services Center. Dr. Frazier served as Kern County Superintendent of Schools from 2009 to 2017. She was the first woman and Latina to fill the position.
This center houses the staff that serve our most vulnerable population in Kern County, whether it be early child care, special education, or students who are in court and community school. The people in this building make sure that all children can succeed, and that's Dr. Frazier's legacy.
The new building dedicated to Dr. Frazier was formerly known as the Chase Building.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.